Hey guys, what's going on? Here with another video for you. This is a stock I personally own. I just started adding this about 2 months ago, so this is a relatively new one. This is one that I would recommend to add all of 2021 until it hits this certain point. I will let you guys know what a strong buy, a buy, and a hold is, price point in this video, in my opinion. So I would add, obviously, until you get to those points, and I think you'll be happy with the return in, a year or two or three or however long you want to hold it. So without further ado, Dropbox is the company. The ticker is DBX. I can give you guys a brief overview, just like what it says in the description. It's basically an online company that provides an online file storage and sharing service. So it's a collaboration of a bunch of platforms. It enables users to create, access, organization, share, collaborate, and secure the content. So basically, it's a cloud-based company that stores things, really anything. Dropbox is a smart sync, enables users to access their content on computers without taking up storage space on their local hard drive. So that's super important for obviously like small startup businesses, mid-sized businesses and stuff like that. So this is obviously the future. I think with what's going on right now everywhere, this kind of just expedites this service personally. I did a lot of research, and this is what I feel is a great stock to get into this year. It is a growth stock, so they're honestly my favorite stocks to get into of all them, like, dividends, value, growth, prospects, but growth is definitely my favorite to get into for sure, just because I feel like it's the biggest return with minimal risk if you know what you're doing. So that's why I like this. This company has an amazing balance sheet. It's super strong. It's not going to go under. It's not going to go out of business. The management team is amazing here. If you just like look up the CEO and CFO and COO and all of them, and their backgrounds are amazing. They just win in life. That's basically how I'll put it. They did sign, or they do own HelloSign. If you don't know what HelloSign is, it's basically a e-doc company that competes with DocuSign, which I'm sure a ton of you guys have heard of that before. So that's the biggest player in the game. HelloSign's right behind it, but I feel like the space is so big. There's enough room in this space and how new it is and like where the future's going that both Hello and DocuSign will make it in this space. So I wouldn't get too hung up on DocuSign. They are bigger right now, but HelloSign is awesome and Dropbox owns them. So that is something that is a big perk with that on top. It's more than just a cloud-based storage. They have things like that. Like I said, the management team's great. That's so important in buying a stock. Like, you need to this is probably 50% of what matters when you buy a stock. You need to have a good management team. If you don't believe in the management team or they're just not good, I stop right there. If I don't like what I see, I don't even look farther into a stock if that's the case. A lot of colleges use Dropbox actually. So it's not just, small and mid-sized businesses. Colleges use it. So what does that mean? That means like a lot of, students might be familiar with it or use it. And well, what are they going to do when they get in the workforce? So they start their own business or something like that. Well, they're going to say, oh, well, you're going to use what you're familiar with, especially if you had good success with it. So, that's another plus for this company in the future. So a lot of universities are using it now and stuff like that. So that's, only going to grow. So this is kind of cool. So this is what Yahoo analysts say as far as the growth of revenue. They think it's going to be 10% in 2021. So I ran some numbers, looked at their market cap, looked at, you know, everything last year and the year prior. I think they're going to grow more of 14 to 15% in 2021. So I think the analysts are a little off on this one, which is great. So, you know, basically if you buy the stock now, I think come next year this time, you're going to be surprised at how much you made. I do think in the next decade, if you're a true long-term investor, you know, you really want to have 3 to 5 year outlooks, but this company is very, you know, futuristic, and it's not this, you know, this is not going anywhere. So you could really look at this as almost like a decade view if you wanted. And I think it's going to be anywhere from a 5 to 10x to where you're at now. So the cool thing is like, you know, if you add even $100 every 2-3 weeks and you build your, you know, you build your position up for 2 to 3 months and you just set it, forget it, and don't worry about this money, I really think in 5-10 years it will, or excuse me, in like 10 years, maybe a little less, maybe 8, but you will probably 5-10x your money depending on how they execute. So right now, the stock over the weekend is sitting at $22.50. So that's actually a decent price. I started adding in like the $17, $18 range, but I've also been adding my cost base as high as like 25. It peaked like that a little while ago. So I've been adding, me personally, I've been adding anywhere in between there a bunch of times. So, you know, it just shows you like $22 right now obviously is not a bad deal. So I would definitely buy this if you haven't bought this. It's definitely a good stock. Obviously do your own research to, you know, you always want to do a little bit of research to make sure that you understand what you're buying, and just circle back and confirm all these things if you want to do the digging. But this stock's awesome. I really think it's going to do well. So strong buy. Anywhere between 18 and 20, I would like, you know, really try putting an effort to like building out this position at that. I don't know if we'll ever get to the $17, $18 range again, but it probably might get to like 2021. So like anything in there, I'd say is definitely a strong buy for sure. Like wouldn't, you know, you should be buying a stock at that level, no question. I would buy until about 26 to 28. You know, depending on what the market's doing, I would still buy at that if there weren't other better options out there. But I like, if I just saw this video and it was at $25, $26, $27, I'd buy it, no question. And then I would start holding it around like 32 to 35. That's where I'd probably stop adding or stop buying for, like I wouldn't even buy it at that point just because like it's built out so much. So you really want to buy it right now, obviously because it's $22.50. So this is a great stock. The ticker again is DBX. So that should be in any obviously trading app or website. So yeah, I mean, that's really what I do. Oh, my prediction at the end of this year, I think by the end of 2021, it will be probably 45 to 50 a share. So if you buy it right now, you'll probably 2x your money for sure. So 2x by 2021, end of 2021. So that's what I got. We'll see if I'm right. Any big news or any big jumps, I'll definitely make a video and you know, show it and tell you why and you know what's going on with it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, if you think it's a good stock, bad stock, if there's another stock I should be looking at that's similar to this, definitely let me know. All right, see you.